Hello, I'm Neil Quigley and welcome to my podcast. The word Brexit has still not been added to the Oxford English Dictionary, as nearly a year down the line, no one can actually say yet what it means. My actual MP and the Speaker in the House of Commons, John Bercow, was criticised this week for basically, speaking in the House of Commons. As another series of Channel 4's The Jump gets underway with its star-studded list of daredevils, I'm starting to suspect those meerkats will ensure anything. Mind you, the way they drive that camper van suggests they are largely reckless. It's an impressive lineup this year on The Jump once again, but I always worry I have to watch it with my eyes covered, because at any time either a former Olympian or quite a big actor or TV star could do themselves a lot of damage. It's terrifying. We are still very much a nation of pet lovers, aren't we? We love our cats, we love our dogs, we love all animals. Well, new research has now suggested that not only do dogs somehow become to look like their owners, they reckon dogs now take on the personality of their owners. That I would like to see. Can we do a celebrity series of me and my dog and see if the celebrities' dogs have exactly the same personality as the celebrities? I mean, it might not be a good idea to have Katie Hopkins, Piers Morgan and Katie Price on there, because Lord knows what their dogs would do to each other if they got in the same room. Been watching a fair bit of TV this week, which is unusual for me, but the thing that annoys me most tend to be the adverts still. You know, in that VW advert where the really cool dad takes his daughter to school, has anybody else noticed or been concerned by the fact that he appears to need a sat-nav to get to the school? Not quite sure if that makes him out to be the hands-on dad that we'd like to believe he is, or indeed her dad. In athletics news this week, Prince Harry beat Prince William in a one-off race at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, claiming possibly the only title he will ever beat his brother to. So the Queen has now been on the throne for a record 65 years, which is a very long time. I mean, has she never heard of Senecott? Alistair Cook has stepped down as the England cricket test captain. He was in charge for a record 59 tests, which coincidentally is the same number of tests school children will have taken by the age of 9 nowadays. Chris Eubank Jr. has followed in his father's footsteps and won a boxing world title. After the victory, his dad was said to be very eccentric and still slightly strange. In tennis news, after England progress in the Davis Cup due to a Canadian player hitting the umpire accidentally in anger, we get a new take on an old classic saying, with an eye for a bye, explaining our progress to the next round. Snooker player Andy Hamilton won his first ranking event after a career spanning 26 years this week, which, let's face it, is a long time to wait for your big break, especially if your sport is snooker. It was the Super Bowl last weekend, massive sporting event, the biggest sporting event in the world if you speak to anyone in America, and let me tell you, even Donald Trump would say that's not fake news. Lady Gaga was the halftime entertainment at the Super Bowl, sticking to simply singing, dancing and entertaining. Basically what she knows and what she's good at. That's what she did in a big massive event in America. It's a shame that certain others in America have not quite followed this advice. Staying with music, some old Bob Marley live recordings have been discovered in a damp basement in a London hotel. Apparently they were found in a secret corner once someone got past the deadlocks. Not sure if you saw this, but this made me really angry. I can't believe Kim Kardashian's half-sister was trying to trademark the name Kylie when we of course already have Miss Minogue. Only one Kylie, she is it. I mean, that family have got some front. Well, actually, it's more behind, isn't it? Figures released this week show the UK police spent £22 million on informants last year. I don't know about you, but I'm actually thinking about a career change. I mean, they earn more than the bankers. Oh, hang on a minute. They probably are also the bankers. It is getting to the stage a little bit now. If the police keep looking further back in time at all these historical legal cases, it can only be a matter of time before Henry VIII and William the Conqueror are investigated for their crimes. It does seem that nowadays we are completely obsessed with things being better or worse than they previously were, and we jump back and forward to a time where they are either better or worse. Weather is a good example. The weather forecast comes out, and every time anything low range comes out, it's going to be the worst weather we've had for 60 years, freezing cold conditions. Or we get to the summer, it's going to be the best weather we had for 80 years, so hot, so amazing. So far, I've noticed very little difference within the weather. It's cold in the winter, it's a bit warmer in the summer, and basically summer in the autumn just lasts longer than you think it should be, and then it suddenly gets cold around November. In travel news, Ryanair profits are down this year, possibly as they have to spend more on replacing the upholstery as travellers refuse to pay extra to use the onboard toilets. Thanks very much for listening to the Neil Quigley podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great 7 days.